20 years later, there are laws against it. NYPD Computer Crime Squad has a growing team of detectives, expanding to deal with the weight of the work they face. A computer forensics lab backs them up. Sergeant Jimmy Doyle runs the squad, and he sees most hackers as people who use new tools to commit old crimes.
Basically what you have is an individual that may do web defacements, break into that website, change the page a little bit. That would be the equivalent of graffiti artist. Then you'd have someone that would break in to steal something, a burglar. Go up a little bit more, someone who wants to commit crime, but he's going to use his skills to steal money. And as you see, you're going up and up. And then I guess at the top of the pile would be the cyber. Someone who wants to create a great amount of fear through their skills by taking down power grids or attacking financial institutions. They would be the top of the pile.
In the old days, criminal outlaws hid behind masks. These days, they hide behind computers.
From crime as way back as when you would have your Western robberies and someone will run in, they would try to stay anonymous. They would put masks on because it'd be hard to identify themselves. Now, if you take that and fast forward it to the year 2002, it's the same basic principle. I mean, you don't have a person putting on a mask, they're sitting behind a computer.
At least one hacker does hide behind a mask as well as a computer. KP fears British police want to speak to him about an electronic break-in at a cell phone company. He went one step further than Captain Zapp and increased the bills of people he didn't like.
I did look up several people that I was having a disagreement with at the time, tracked them through that database, and made several slight changes to the billing records, but nothing so conspicuous as to be noticed. Turning their service off, having them blacklisted. It was great. I was sat up until 4 or 5 in the morning just knowing that I was the one person that was doing what I was doing and nobody could even come close and touch me.
In the battle to track down the hackers, the forensics team at NYPD used the electronic equivalent of fingerprinting. In the 21st century, the scene of a crime is often the hard disk of a computer. Suspects' hard drives are routinely seized or cloned.
What we do on occasion is either go in and use these devices to make an exact copy of the suspect's hard drive and then bring it back here for analysis.
They think they're protected by this screen, but it's pretty much, it's like chasing the invisible man. Even the invisible man leaves a footstep or two, a footprint or two, and you follow along.
The explosion of online outlaws has prompted the NYPD to beef up its computer crime squad. It's now the force's fastest growing team.
Okay, let's go get bad guys. After you.
But as fast as the digital detectives deploy their hardware, the black hat hackers have developed software which helps them scan for security holes and vulnerable systems, day and night.
I scan networks 24 hours a day. I have a computer sitting at the flat on a clocked basis that dial up using 4 different phone lines and look for codes for me, and I come back, get in, see what they found, and you're going to find that security hole that nobody else will find, and you will get in and you will exploit that, and they will never catch you.
To keep up with the black hats, every morning the white hats at the Internet Security Services Global Threat Team hook up for a live briefing. They share intelligence on hacker activity worldwide with colleagues across the globe and at the FBI.
The attacker can prevent legitimate traffic from being executed on the server by means of the FTP.
They need to stay in constant contact as new vulnerabilities appear which they know hackers will find and exploit.
Anything more than like 2 megabytes and it's going to crash on the spot.
Once briefed, they agree on the level of threat the Internet and its users face from hackers in the next 24 hours.
Okay, great. So we'll notify everybody that we'll stay at 1-1.
Are we at 1-1?
We're at 1, right?
This morning, they've set the alert con level at a routine level 1. But even at this level, they calculate that any new computer that is not defended when it goes online will be attacked in less than a day.
At AlertCon 1, an unprotected computer will be compromised within 24 hours of connecting it to the Internet.
20 years after Captain Zapp changed the clocks at AT&T, Dennis's team is fighting off hacker attacks at the rate of 2 a second.